The Premier League is back, baby. The Premier League is back. My name is Ben, as ever, joined by my brother Stephen. How you doing?
I'm good.
We are the Casual Fans for another season, back for another season of Premier League football, recording.
Oh, is this the first one of the new season?
It is the first one of the new season. Season 25-26, episode 1.
Oh, so the 1.5 hour ago was the last episode of the last season.
We've changed tops. Leave it out. Leave it out. It's not the same time. The Premier League is back this week.
Okay.
It's like when we come to the individual predictions later on. My player of the season will be Eze, whether it's at Arsenal or Palace. I don't know yet. Doesn't matter where he is. Yeah. I mean, as just hinted at, this is first episode of the new season, going through predictions for the new campaign, which we'll come to shortly. But I think first and foremost, you had a little quiz that you wanted to go through.
From a well-known football magazine.
442.
Other magazines are available, apparently. So, 10 questions, and 10 questions only.
Can I ask how many you got right? Because you did this. You've already done it, haven't you?
I did it, yeah, when I read the magazine. I can't remember. I didn't write them down. I sort of guessed the answers, then I look at the answers afterwards, and I go, did I get that right or didn't I? So, for some of them, it was a bit like... You'll see with one of the questions, you'll be like, 6 or 7? So... And if it was 6 or 7, I got it right.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. Do you want to do a bit of choose as well? You are good at the quiz. TCF is go showbiz. Edit all that out. For the love of God, edit all that out.
Why do I have to edit it out? He didn't say anything bad.
It looks awful. It sounds awful.
Tubes.
Yeah. I know we've said it before, but I don't think we recorded for YouTube then. You know the one week where he messed up and they did the whole video thing of like, he's got to be on his game this week.
It's just satire on a Saturday morning, like next level.
Well, I keep seeing the great age thing flash up all the time, and it's that one lad that just like literally cheers when she says she's 24.
Right. It's one. I'm 18. Yes! Is what it was like. Oh my God. That was only, 15 years ago? I can see why that got banned.
Oh, it was fun. They wanted to be on there because if it was still allowed today, I say allowed, obviously you'd have too many people complaining. If it was still on today, they'd all have their Instagram handles or Twitter handles or whatever, wouldn't they? Yeah. So they wrote in because they wanted to be there. Like,
yeah, I know.
But,
yeah. What was her name? Was it Natalie Sawyer? The Sky Sports presenter went on a couple of times, didn't she?
Oh, did she?
Fan,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
What a great age. Question 1, the ultimate quiz.
Nice segue.
See, we should get paid to do this. Liverpool's Arne Slot won the Premier League title in his maiden season. Who was the last gaffer to do that before him?
So Mourinho did it, but if we're going after that, Pellegrini is shouting out at me. Or was it Conte? Because then Conte came afterwards. You know what, let's just go back to be pedantic. Arne Slot won it 24-25. The season before, City won it 4 times on the trot, so it wasn't Guardiola.
Go put a cup of tea on.
Then it was Klopp, and it wasn't him. Then it was Guardiola who won it before that. Yeah, I'm going to go Conte.
Conte is correct,
yeah.
Question 2 of 2. Who was the top scoring Brit in last season's competition with 16 goals? I struggled with this one and I didn't get it.
Ollie Watkins?
It was, yeah. I forgot about him, to be fair.
Yeah, the only reason why I knew that is because when I was looking at top goal scorer for this episode, I looked back at last season's top scorers.
Oh, well, research, isn't it? Number 3, Burnley boss Scott Parker returns to the top flight after winning promotion with a third different side. Name the other 2.
Fulham and Bournemouth.
Yeah. How many 2025-26 Premier League sides are majority owned by Americans?
So I've got the list of Premier League sides here. Arsenal. This is your 6 or 7 one, isn't it? Liverpool.
Yeah.
Chelsea, City isn't. Chelsea is. Palace isn't. United is. Tottenham, I'm not actually sure what they are. I know they're ENIC, but I don't actually know if that's American or if it's something different. Newcastle isn't. Villa isn't. Oh, now it gets difficult. Bournemouth is. The Freakin group now own Everton, so I'm going to chuck them in there. Wolves isn't. Forest isn't. West Ham isn't. Leeds are. That's 7, but now it's Burnley are, I think. Let's go 9.
11.
Oh, if it's, damn!
Yeah.
Should have gone more. Yeah. Sunderland, I reckon, could be in that. And then, I'm not sure about Tottenham still.
Did you say
maybe.
Bournemouth?
I said Bournemouth. I said Bournemouth. Yeah, I know Bournemouth are.
Sorry, that went on for a little while. I was like, I just started thinking of Friends when it's like, oh, I'm going to have to press you. And he went, 11? Because I was looking, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know if you'd got the context. Question 5. Puma replaces Nike as the Premier League ball provider this year. Which company made the first one back in 1992?
Mitre?
Yeah. True or false? No English manager has led a team to the Premier League title.
That is true, because it was Scottish. Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah. Question 7. Who was the Premier League's first Golden Boot winner, scoring 22 goals across the maiden 92-93 campaign?
Alan Shearer.
That's who I went for. Teddy Sheringham.
I was going to say him! Oh, that is so annoying.
But you
There's
didn't.
2 names in my head.
You said
No,
Shearer.
I should have gone with Sheringham. That is really frustrating. Because he was the first name that came into my head. It's just, you know, that like weird little bit of knowledge that you think, have I heard this somewhere before?
See, through my head, I was like, Les Ferdinand, Alan Shearer.
Because he was at Blackburn for that year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he, that's what it is.
Chris Sutton, where was he? Anyway.
Norwich, I think. And they had a good season that year.
Norwich were a good team back in the day. Question 8. London is again the most represented city in the English top flight. Don't look at your league list. How many teams call the capital home?
You know what, let's not actually look at that. Let's go Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, Fulham, Palace, Brentford, West Ham. Is that everyone? Nah, I'm going to look. Yeah, I think that's everyone. Yeah, 7.
That was question 9, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. That was question 8. Yeah, 7. Yeah, because, sorry, it goes 8 is in bold, and 7 isn't bold, and 9. Question 9 is the next answer. I was like, hang on. I was like, it's not 9. Right, question 9. After Manchester City's Pep Guardiola, who is the Premier League's longest serving manager still in post?
Mikel Arteta.
Yes.
And then it's Marco Silva after that, I think.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
It was Klopp, but he went.
Number 10. Final question. Sunderland Stadium of Light holds in the region of 49,000 spectators. How many current Premier League grounds have a larger capacity?
That is a good question. West Ham. Everton, because that is larger now, I think. 49,000. I'll go Newcastle because I think that just creeps over 50. I think it's 52, but I could be wrong. Tottenham, United, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, 8.
It is 8, yes. Well done.
I got 2 wrong. The Shearer one and the American-owned number.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
I got more than that wrong.
Winning quizzes, even when I'm not even competing against you. That's what it is.
You're in my head. In my head. You didn't see what I just mouthed, did you?
Was it Paul Scholes again?
You'll enjoy that later.
Fair enough.
In America, it's not a swear word, what I said, so...
What is it? Actually, no, I won't say that. Anyway.
No, just put your seatbelt on.
Oh, fair enough.
Anyway.
Before we come to predictions...
Back to the podcast.
FPL. Got to
FPL?
introduce FPL, yeah. So, as ever, look at that. Perfect timing. Not that I'm sure they'll be able to see the text, but I'm hoping you will on my iPhone, but who knows? Get a new camera, Ben. I will do. Anyway.
Have a conversation with yourself, Ben.
I will do. You definitely won't be able to see. That will come up on the next slide. That's Benjani, by the way. What you edit for 10 seconds that then gets put together on a slide that you didn't think it was going to get put together on a slide. You're just trying to brighten up someone's day and it gets thrown back in your face. Like, what is this?
Throw him back in your face. I'm trying to brighten up your day and your podcast, you cheeky bastard. Get you more followers. That's funny. Look. He's put his face on Benjani. He looks good with dreadlocks. Shame about the ears.
All right. FPL. Anyway, there you go. There's Benjani on the biggest screen.
And Super 6, but we're just going to talk about the FPL one, right?
Yeah, for now. I'll do clips later on about all the different leagues and head-to-head things that we've got going on. But the main FPL this year, as we salute a Barclaysman and the podcast creator, is league code KVQM9Z. If you want to go against us and you want to, probably a few of our friends will jump in, join in, see what you got, compete against us. Yeah.
And where we don't earn any money, we can't offer you prizes, but the top 3 or whatever will give us your social media handles and Ben can shout them out.
Oh yeah,
try and get you some more followers or something. That's what you want.
Yeah, as we're going along in the throughout the league as well. It's always interesting to see the different league names too. So
Oh yeah, best team names as well, please.
Yeah, I might have just a whole competition about that. Send them in, even if they're not allowed. Just send them in.
Well, there's one I'm in at work, and apparently they're really hot on it because he can't I put William in. So
I've not heard that one.
Can't I put William? Yeah, that's it.
I've not heard that one. But to be fair, one of my favourites is one that my mate Mohammed has got. So the former Leeds defender is playing in Germany now, Robin Koch.
Yeah.
And Mohammed's FPL name, Big Brown Cock. And it's allowed. Good. Very good.
My personal favourite is 2 girls, 1 slut.
Oh. Yeah.
I've gone for Californication though this season.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. The
Personal
Red Hot Chili
interest
Peppers.
as well.
Yeah,
Personal
Red Hot Chili
interest as
Peppers.
well.
Not the Arsenal thing, the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No.
But...
Very good. Let's give our predictions then for league table. Start from 20th to 10th. You want to go yours? 20th to 11th, because then we'll do 10th to 1st.
Yep.
Crack away.
Right, 20th. I've gone Burnley.
Shock.
19th, Leeds. 18th, Brentford. 17th, Sunderland. 16th, Wolves. 15th, Everton. 14th, Forest. 13th, West Ham. 12th, Bournemouth. And 11th, Brighton.
Very, very interesting. So, slight differences throughout my 20th to 11th. And mine are 20th, Burnley. 19th, Sunderland. 18th, Leeds. 17th, West Ham. 16th, Forest. 15th, Wolves. 14th, Everton. 13th, Brentford. 12th, Bournemouth. And 11th, Brighton. So, 11th and 12th exactly the same.
So, have we gone for the same bottom half completely, have we? I think so.
I think we have, yeah.
Wow.
Exactly the same, just in a slightly different order.
Yeah.
We're always broadly similar. I have changed a few of mine. The top half is where there are more changes, but I did that because I'd seen your predictions and I just wanted to be slightly different. So
fair enough.
I don't necessarily believe all my predictions in the top half.
And Forest fans, if you're getting mad, remember I had you to be relegated last season. You almost finished in the Champions League, so
we both had them to go down.
Don't hate us. We're doing you a favour.
Last year you had Southampton to survive. That was the funniest one.
12 points!
Oh
no, Sunderland, no! What have I done? No! Oh. I'm really sorry, Matt. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I didn't think about it like that.
They're spending a lot more than Southampton did, so we'll see, I think, anyway.
Oh, yeah.
The interesting point, though, is you have got one club to survive. So I guess the first question to start off, first and foremost, is do you think the 3 promoted sides have a better chance of staying up this season than they have done over the last few seasons? And that's also asked with current or well-established Premier League sides in mind being picked apart.
No. 2 of them definitely don't have a chance because 2 managers have tried a couple of times, got sacked, didn't change their style of play. I think Burnley, out of the 3 of them, because I don't know much about the Sunderland manager, but Burnley, I know, like you say, are more pragmatic now, aren't they? So it'd be interesting to see if he changes tact.
I think they're going to be criticised quite a bit week on week for being boring, but I'd rather them play that way if they think that's the best way to...
Well, better than being open the way they were. If they'd just been a little bit tighter in Vincent Kompany's season in the Premier League, they probably would have survived.
Well, because of how low the point tally was to survive in that season. But you're lumping Daniel Farker in with the point that you made about Scott Parker in that has tried twice before with Norwich. Now, the difference, as many Leeds fans have pointed out to me previously, is that Norwich didn't really spend any money. Leeds have already spent 70 odd million pounds. Now, I don't know if they're going to try and change the style of play or be a bit pragmatic. I imagine not, because if it worked in the Championship, give it a go in the Premier League, see what happens. The big difference is Leeds arguably have a better squad than Norwich did when they came up. So, do you not think that will make much of a difference?
No, it won't make much of a difference. It might make a bit of a difference, but it won't make much.
So, okay, then to follow
But
on.
hey, it's just an opinion.
No, I know.
And I've known to be quite wrong before.
Oh, we've been very, very wrong with these. This one just digging into the opinion. It's interesting. The second point on that then is if, for example, Leeds get off to a poor start, which is entirely possible, and they sack Daniel Farke after 12 games, when they're still within touching distance of staying up, would that change your opinion? I guess you'd wait and see.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'd like to see him bring Big Sam back and do it again.
No tippy-tappy football.
No.
Yeah.
Will they bring Jesse Marsh back?
He's out in Canada. Remember. 10 players.
He's out in Canada. Pochettino's the USA coach. What is going on? Yeah. Yeah, maybe. If they sacked him early doors, if they have a poor start, then yeah, maybe. It all depends who they get in.
So your point on why you've got Sunderland to survive as opposed to Leeds and Burnley, is that just because of the different quality in manager, or is it a wider point around the squad, some transfer business as well?
It's purely, well, a little bit of transfer business, a little bit because the manager's never been in the Premier League, so I don't know what his track record will be like. And a little bit of friendship bias because I've got a friend who's a Sunderland fan. So I was like, oh, well, one of them's got to survive, so I hope it's them.
Fair enough.
I don't want Burnley to survive. I don't really care about Burnley. To quote Will, Burnley can go away. Yeah. And Leeds, you know, as I said to the Leeds fan who upset my son that time when he was just a little toddler, don't worry, dirty Leeds.
Is that an edit?
It was a play on the old film, wasn't it? The Damned United.
Yeah.
Because when my boy was, like I say, literally a toddler, and you know, when they're like scared of all other people.
Yeah.
All we did was move out of the way. And he started crying. I went, don't worry, dirty Leeds. But yeah.
Won it all.
They got a lovely, yeah, exactly. They got a lovely away kit though, Leeds. You seen it?
Yeah, the blue one.
Yeah, it's getting hyped up with the Red Bull.
Yeah, the away kit that I've seen that I really like, Bournemouth's, the black and blue.
Yeah, that's lovely as well.
Only thing that ruins that is the sponsor, but that kit is beautiful. I think probably the favourite away kit that I've seen of all Premier League clubs so far.
It's a shame they only last for a season as well.
Yeah, because I mean, I'd quite happily, if I was a Bournemouth fan, I'd be every year playing that. It's absolutely banging. Which of the most established Premier League sides, I say most established Premier League sides, the other 17 Premier League sides that have been established in the league for a few years now, do you think will be most likely to go down?
Spurs.
Sorry, you've got Brentford 18th, but I mean, would you chuck anyone else in with them that you're worried about in that sense?
West Ham, because of the goalkeeper. And they're going to rate me. Maybe Forest, because they had such a good season last season. And if history was to repeat itself, I mean, bear in mind I'm going back 20 years, like I say, but I've seen it where there's been teams, take Ipswich.
You took the word right out of my mouth.
Where they got European football, and then the next season they got relegated. And do you remember they called it second season syndrome as well? We had a bit of that for quite a few years.
Yeah.
But like I say, recently it hasn't been that repetitive. It's been a bit different. But the reason I've got Brentford there is because historically, from those sorts of times, you lose your manager, you lose... I mean, they've lost their holding midfielder.
The captain as well.
Yeah, their right winger, and the striker's now on strike. They lost their keeper as well, although he wasn't that great. But
that's upgraded that because I think Kelleher's a good player.
Kelleher's a good keeper, but wasn't he not signed by Thomas Frank? And is he a bit miffed?
Well, I think
rumours.
Yeah, Thomas Frank still had a say in all the signings that were coming in to give final sign off. I think that was more. I don't know if Frank explained to Kelleher that he was likely going to be leaving, but either way, the thing that he wanted most is regular minutes, which he's going to get at Brentford, and he's a very good keeper, and you're going to see that throughout this season. But as well as Frank, before you go back to what you're saying, all the coaching staff, or not all of the coaching staff, because Keith Andrews taken over, but some of the coaching staff,
a lot of the coaching staff, and they've also promoted from within, which I'm not saying I'm against, but like I say, historically, from from what I grew up watching and witnessing and seeing, it's too many changes all in one go. And I think the first sign of a bit of trouble that they're there or thereabouts in the relegation zones, even after 10 games.
Yeah.
I think they might be, if they are in trouble, I don't know if they're going to be patient with him. But it's a lot of change in a short space of time for them.
And a lot of big change as well, because you made the point on the previous podcast that the thing that will determine more than anything how they get on this year is how they replace the players that they're losing. Now, to provide an example, so Wiss is still at the club, but as you said, he's on strike. But in Mbeumo, for example, they scored, him and Wissa scored 39 and Brentford 66 goals last year, and Mbeumo got 20. He was the one that got into double figures. They've signed a player from Feyenoord that looks really good in pre-season, good talent, but another player that they've been linked with is Amari Hutchinson, who plays directly in Mbeumo's position out on the right-hand side. Now, with greatest of respect to Amari Hutchinson, he's not going to get you 20 Premier League goals. So if you're going after players like that, that's then where I'd worry for them a little bit more. Now, they haven't signed him, but that's where you sort of a little bit, the concern comes in.
That's sort of red flag as well, isn't it? Sign the best talent from the relegated clubs and then wonder why you get relegated.
Yeah, but that's why I think West Ham...
Kieran Richardson went to how many clubs?
He went everywhere,
West Brom, Sunderland, who else was it?
He went to Fulham as well, but I don't know if he went down with Fulham.
Yeah.
He's just passing around.
Yeah.
Muric was another one, for example, when he came up with Burnley, then went to Ipswich last year. And
yeah,
really
that was
struggled.
a strange one.
Yeah, but that's why I worry a little bit for West Ham in the sense of
signing Kyle Walker-Peters.
Well, yeah, that, but their summer business beyond that hasn't been that great so far this year. They've just announced Callum Wilson on a 1-year contract from Newcastle.
Have they?
Yeah, he's gone to West Ham because Newcastle offered him a new deal, but I think it was dependent on the amount of minutes that he was going to play.
Okay.
But he's now gone to West Ham, which is a decent signing, don't get me wrong.
Good signing, yeah.
But
they still have Danny Ings there.
I think he released in the summer, I think.
Okay.
I can't remember. But they got Fulkrug and a few others. But I wasn't enamoured with Potter after he came in there. I know now he's now had a full pre-season, going to see what he's about there this year. But the reason why I got him down in 17th was the keeper, as you mentioned. And also, I just don't think they've got that good of a squad from what they had previously. I could be completely wrong, don't get me wrong.
Shackles are off Paquetá again now, aren't they?
Yes, yeah.
But with Brentford, Charlie's all right. Or Sharda, sorry.
Sharda.
And then they signed a striker who got injured, didn't he, last season? Was out for most of it.
Igor Thiago, he did his cruciate against AFC Wimbledon in last pre-season. I think it was his cruciate, but he was out for most of the season.
So it'll be interesting to see if he's because he was supposed to be Tony's replacement, isn't he?
£30 million, it was a big money signing. But that's to play devil's advocate that, they could go against the grain of what some people are predicting about them going down. Damsgaard as well really came on last year after they signed him a few seasons ago, did really well. And as well as Kelleher, they've also signed Henderson, which I don't actually know what you think about that because I haven't asked you. That's obviously the Norgard replacement. It gives you Premier League experience, but...
The Henderson signing, for me, is a little bit like the Xhaka signing for Sunderland. Got Premier League experience, knows what it's about, but doesn't have the legs and is there just to maybe sort of dictate a little bit as well.
But that's where the difference in style of play comes in, because to me Xhaka can get on the ball. Xhaka was never blessed with pace. We knew that from Arsenal from watching him for many years, but he'd get on the ball and he'd ping it about a little bit. Sometimes sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe Henderson always just ran around a lot, and don't get me wrong, he brought a bit of equality as well, but for England, for example, which was when I watched him most, whenever England came up against a really good side, he didn't have the same technical ability on the pitch, so he's going to bring a bit of leadership. We'll see next season, I guess.
And maybe some card tricks.
Maybe some card tricks, indeed. Yeah.
I mean, I hope for Brentford it doesn't go wrong for them, because they are quite a nice run community club, aren't they? Yeah. If someone wants to go down, let's hope it's Man United.
Tottenham.
No, we need Tottenham in the league. We need 6 points every season.
Yeah. I mean, another club as well, or two other clubs have been picked apart slightly, Bournemouth and Wolves. Bournemouth, Kepa's was only on loan, but is now gone to Arsenal, so they're not getting him back. Hydson has gone to Real Madrid, Kirkus has gone to Liverpool, and it looks like Zabarini, the other centre-half, is going to PSG. That's 4 of their first choice back 5, including the goalkeeper, that look like they're not going to be there next year.
Yeah, but they've kept the nucleus of midfield and the attacking
And
players.
Semenyo was a big one because he was linked away.
Yeah, Semenyo's a big one. I think keeping Clive out there is good as well because he had a very sort of not stop-start, but he had the second half of the season or the final 2/3. He sort of came on, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a 10-15 game period.
Yeah. And Evan Nilsson was quite key to that as well.
He got injured, which they struggled a little bit around that. But
when Watara came in and did a job, so yeah. I mean, and I was reading in the season preview, the 4-4-2 season preview, that's talking about this young French left back they've got who they think is mustard.
He played against City, I think it was him, because Kirkes was injured. So in the FA Cup, I know they lost the game, but he didn't look out of place.
Yeah,
it feels like that thing. It's like a bit like Brentford, trust in the decisions being made off the pitch and the process they have to make those decisions off the pitch, and see what happens. I don't think they'll be in Brentford will be in more relegation trouble than Bournemouth, I think, but I'd like to think that neither will be in trouble, but Bournemouth, I think they'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, and where they're quite well run as well, they must have that contingency of someone's going to come in for him, so who are we going to get to replace him? Who's the next one? Always thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. So Bournemouth, they've only really signed Petrovic, which is the keeper. They haven't necessarily gone out to sign many other players thus far, so they've still got probably a bit of business to do. Brentford, it's just because they're having all of their best attacking players picked apart. Whether they'll go out and do a bit more business, we'll see. I guess it depends on if Wissa stays or not.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Was he linked with Newcastle, wasn't it?
Yeah, they put in a £25 million bid. Wissa wants to leave. I think he was under the impression that should an acceptable amount of money come in for him, Brentford would let him leave. Now they've already sold Mbeumo, so it makes it a bit more difficult to let their other centre forward go.
So they're barking mad then.
Barking mad indeed. But it also depends, that point about if a decent amount of money comes in for him. If Newcastle haven't met Brentford's valuation, they're not going to sell him, which is their right not to do so. They wanted £40 million for him.
Yeah, I don't think it's £40 million worth of player.
No, it's not. But they're entitled to charge what they want to charge.
Very true. How many years he got left on his contract?
2.
Do you know? 2. Yeah.
It's getting to that phase. When it's 2 years, you're better off selling, I think, if the player isn't going to sign a new deal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's come a bit like that recently, isn't it? Mm-hmm. But it's same thing as we said on last week's podcast. You know, if they don't want to play for you, then get rid of them.
Yeah, I know, because it's that toxicity in the dressing room.
Something funny there, Di?
Yeah, last week's podcast, I know. Indeed, last week's podcast. Yeah. Shall we come to the top 10?
Yes. Do you want to do 10 to 1, seeing as I did 20 to 11?
I can do 10 to 1. I just wanted to add actually quickly on that, your point about Forest. I'm in agreement, also because I think last year could be an anomaly more than anything else. So they did really well last season, but with European football, it feels like they might return to more of a norm.
Lost Elanga.
Yep.
Chris Wood won't have that purple patch again.
They're struggling to score goals in pre-season.
I won't be apologising either.
I know it's only pre-season, but all Forest fans are already concerned about the number of goals that they're scoring.
And then he doesn't strike me as being completely patient, the owner. So he might sack Nuno.
What gave you that impression when they drew to Leicester when they were fighting for the top 4, even though most people thought they were going to go down, and he comes onto the pitch and has a go at Nuno?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I mean, I'd have been like, yeah, I'll quit. Enjoy no European football.
Indeed. All right, so my 10 to 1. Same 10 clubs as you, but we've got them in a slightly different order. 10th is Fulham. 9th, Aston Villa. 8th, Newcastle. 7th, Tottenham. 6th, Manchester United. 5th, Crystal Palace.
That's high.
I'm going all in and soaring like, yeah. Very good, very quick. Going all in on Palace this year. 4th, Chelsea. 3rd, City. 2nd, Liverpool. And 1st, I'm not actually even sure I believe this, I just want it to be different to you, Arsenal.
I didn't want to put Arsenal because I don't see it happening. No. I thought it could happen last season year. And then it didn't. I was like, no, you know what? We've had 2 seasons really challenging City. I think we're going to take the year off this year.
I've got faith.
I was warning you, Doc.
I don't really want to talk about them on the podcast, but I've got to mention it just because of how embarrassing it is. AFTV, did you see any of the stuff that they did around Gyökeres?
I do not watch AFTV. I see clips from time to time that flash up, and it's all clickbait.
I haven't seen clips. I've just seen the image of them all running after the announcement was signed, and they're running like that.
Oh,
like,
yeah, no, I scrolled up.
Why? Like, why do people laugh at us? This is why. Please, we're not all like that as Arsenal fans.
That's
I
why.
swear.
But that's why it's so popular, because all the opposition fans look at it to laugh at it and make fun out of you. But as we know, what are the most interactive ones? Negativity and
shock and clickbait,
and cringy word.
Yes.
Cringy. Negativity, cringy. Get your thoughts in your mind, Steve. Yeah.
You're 10-1.
Yeah, my 10-1. I've gone Palace 10, Fulham 9, Spurs 8, United 7, Newcastle 6, Villa 5, Chelsea 4, Arsenal 3rd, City 2nd, Liverpool 1st. And the reason I went Liverpool first is because I don't expect them to win the league and defend their title, because it's very difficult to be done. But then I thought, I'm always wrong, so I'll just put Liverpool first.
Well, there's a slight difference to that as well, in that it's very difficult to defend your title, but they've brought in 4 players, 4 starters. I know they lost a few players as well, but we've all said it all the time. What did Sir Alex Ferguson try and do every season to freshen it up, to provide that bit of competition? Because after you won the league, it is very difficult to go again. But if you've got players that are still pushing you on, they're going to be right up there. And if they sign Isak, then I think it's a done deal.
Yeah, we'll just we won't record for the rest of the season. I do think I probably say this every season. It is difficult when we're doing this though, because obviously the transfer window's still open. Not so much to say the top 3 should be Liverpool, City, Arsenal, really, because they're the most informed teams. But from there downwards, Chelsea, you don't know what you're going to get, and they sign the cast of hundreds.
Can I just say, though, after they won the Club World Cup, do you not think it changes anything? Or because of the surprise of winning the Club World Cup?
It doesn't change anything.
They did well to win it, though.
Yeah, they did do well to win it, but they also got spanked 3-1 by Flamengo and were looking like they were going to be going out of it at one point.
Yeah, they still turned it around and came back.
Yeah, no, they did well. Like I say, it's always good to see the underdog win. The Conference League winners have beaten the Champions League winners. Makes a mockery of. I really hope it doesn't mean the Europa League winners will beat the Champions League winners in the Super Cup. Won't at the end of that one.
No.
But like Chelsea, Villa, Newcastle, just sort of think what's going on with the clubs at the moment. Like Emi Martinez, you don't know if he's staying. Newcastle with Isaac. Even with like Man United, you sort of think it can't be as bad as last season.
The fact that they've only got. I know they'll have domestic cups to concentrate on, but no European football means they can just every week.
It's got to improve, isn't it? And they've signed some decent Premier League players. I mean, they're good, and I'm not saying I wouldn't have liked either of them at Arsenal, but it's still the squad still needs a massive overhaul, doesn't it?
It's that thing of the 2 signings that they've made are very, very good, but is it enough to take them where they want to be? Now, I don't necessarily know what their target is this season. Surely it's just got to be
winning the league, Mr. Shaw.
Luke Shaw, yeah. Get back in European football. Now, I've got them 6th, you've got them 7th, so that's playing in European football, or that will qualify them for European football, but really it's always Champions League. Champions League is the main goal for most clubs. They've got to do other business around that, though. The fact that they are targeting Premier League players with Premier League proven experience is good. Although it does then make me wonder, they have the choice of strikers. They want either Šeško or they want Watkins. By the sounds of it, they've decided to go for Šeško because of his younger and sell-on value.
Yeah.
But go with the theme of Premier League proven players, because Watkins will guarantee bag you 15, 20 goals.
The only thing it smacks off to me is we can't beat them, so we'll join them mid-table. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even if they sign Watkins as well. I mean, I know there was a lot higher. They weren't mid-table. It was higher than mid-table, but yeah, it's all a bit up in the air with all of them. Like I say, Villa, Newcastle, Spurs. They haven't really added that much, have they? Kudus is a decent signing. And like you say, Palini is a decent signing. But Son going as well. The striker Solanke, is he?
Well, and Richarlison, and I don't think either of us particularly rate Richarlison. So.
No, Richarlison's, yeah.
Well, that's why with Champions League football too, I've got them down in 7th. The reason why...
I mean, it could be worse than that for them, couldn't it? Because remember, last season they did so poor in the league because I was focusing on the League Cup and the Europa League.
I don't think Frank will come out with the same excuses or reasons.
No, but he also doesn't like his players shooting from outside the box either.
No, that's very true. That's very, very true. That's probably why Son's leaving. Anyway, joking. Yeah, because I've got Newcastle and Villa you've got them much higher than I've got. I say you've got them much higher. You've got them qualifying for European football. I haven't. The only reason why I've got them as low as I have, Newcastle, well, both really for situations off the pitch. Newcastle, they still might do a fair bit of transfer business before the season starts, and it could change things. But Villa, they've lost Rashford, they've lost Asensio because of issues being able to bring in.
That's only their half a season, though.
I know, but it just feels like, again, a hunch of not everything is as good as it could be. Also, because missing out on Champions League football at the end of last year, just a bit of a cloud going into this campaign, and I don't think they'll do as well as they have done. Again, could be completely wrong, just a prediction.
Just an opinion, yeah, exactly.
We shall see.
Who knows?
Do you think, just before we move on to individual predictions, that top three, Liverpool, City, Arsenal, they'll be going for the league?
See, City still look a little bit patchy, don't they?
In the Club World Cup again, yeah.
Yeah. But who knows? All it takes is getting into a run of form, doesn't it? They're now at that fabled struggling to find form. It's not quite working for them that normally all teams have. We was expecting them to have it when they made 4 in a row, but after their treble, but it didn't happen. But yeah, now they're having it. What a shame.
Although
they've still got an abundance of talent there, haven't they?
And they've signed some decent players. Yeah, everyone will probably look to Rodri.
Scott Carson. And Rodri's coming back as well.
That's what I mean.
No, the new Scott Carson. Trafford.
James Trafford, yeah.
Yeah. JT is really SC.
Practice those tea-making skills, sir.
Make sure you got charisma. Who's he then?
Before we come to individual predictions, will they, won't they still be in charge at the end of the season? So I'm going to go through, as we do, or have done in previous intro episodes to the new campaign, read out all 20 Premier League managers. Will they or won't they be in charge at the end of the season? You just give me a yes or no. Okay?
Yeah. Is this the first time we've recorded this one?
No.
As in visually?
I think it's the first time we've recorded this bit visually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So welcome to the first ever full season on YouTube.
Full season on YouTube. Yeah,
full season. We started halfway, didn't we?
Midway. We started after I got back from Canada. So September, October time. Most of last season.
Did we do the camera recording straight off, did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we did one episode of when I was trialling it out, and then after that we went camera recording.
Yeah. And it's live. Oh no, it's not.
215 times.
Just as well, it's not live, really.
Yeah, I can't make those edits.
And you don't get paid by this, and you don't get paid by your company anymore either.
Oh no.
They were just jokes.
Right. Will they or won't they still be in charge at the end of the season? Mikel Arteta.
Yes.
Unai Emery.
Yes.
Andoni Iraola.
Yes.
Keith Andrews.
No.
Fabian Hurtzler.
No.
Scott Parker.
No.
Enzo Maresca.
Yes.
Oliver Glasner.
Yes.
David Moyes.
Yes.
Marco Silva.
Yes.
Daniel Farker.
No.
Arne Slot.
Yush.
Pep Guardiola.
Yes.
Ruben Amorim.
No.
Eddie Howe.
Yes.
Nuno Espirito Santo.
No.
Regis Lebris.
Yes.
Thomas Frank.
Yes.
Graham Potter.
Yes.
And Vitor Pereira.
Yes.
So you've got 6 there.
That's normally the amount of seconds we have a season, I think.
Yeah, I've only got 5. So where I disagree with you on those that you think...
do you want me to go down the list as well?
You know, I might as well. Yeah, go on.
Instead
Might
of
as
you
well.
trying to explain it.
Yeah.
And our viewers and... Sorry, then our viewer and listeners. Hi, Dad.
Yeah. On both. He's the only one.
Right, Mikel Arteta.
Yes.
Unai Emery.
No.
Andoni Iraola.
Yes.
Keith Andrews.
Yes.
Fabian Hurtzler.
Yes.
Scott Parker.
No.
Enzo Maresca.
Yes, although I think that could be one of 2 ways, naturally. Ooh, which way is it going to go? It's 50-50.
Or they're going to do a Frank Lampard, sack him, and then rehire him on interim for a little while.
Yeah.
Oliver Glasner.
Yes.
David Moyes.
Yes.
Marco Silva.
Yes.
Farker.
No.
Arne Slot.
Yes.
Pep Guardiola.
Yes.
Ruben Amorim.
Yes.
Eddie Howe.
Yes.
Nuno Espirito Santos.
No.
Roger Lebris.
Roger Rabbit, that's what we call him. Yeah, there we go. Yes.
Thomas Frank.
Yes.
Graham Potter.
No.
Vitor Pereira.
Yes. So a few disagreements, but I guess broadly in line of where we've got different clubs in the table. So I think Brentford will survive, hence why Keith Andrews will stay. Scott Parker and Daniel Farke we agree on because I think they both go down. Nuno because of things you've already explained. Marinakis, I agree with that. They're not going to have as strong as a season as they did last year. And Marinakis is temperamental, so he'll be gone. Unai Emery, for reasons I explained about Villa, I just don't think, just a hunch prediction, that they're going to be as strong as they have been in previous years.
You always get one shock where you're like, I'm surprised by that, don't you?
Yeah.
Or you think, oh, why have they sacked him? That's ridiculous. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, we're saying, well, they still be in charge. It doesn't have to be sacking, do it? They can walk away. But,
yeah.
I mean, how often do you see managers walk away these days? It's very rare now, isn't it?
Well, they'll start to make noises in publicly, which then means inevitably they get sacked. E.g. Conte at Tottenham.
Conte at Tottenham, Gary O'Neill last season at Wolves.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah, what did he say?
He said they're not up for the fight, didn't he?
Yeah.
Basically, in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Right. They can't handle it or something.
Even Scott Parker, when he was at Bournemouth, and saying that, no, we need so many new players. Yeah. And then after that...
Gary O'Neill went in. No, we don't.
Yeah. Kept them up. Yeah. So, yeah.
And then Andoni Iraola went, we might need some new players.
Yeah. You've got Hertzler and Amorim, though. I think the two main differences, or most disputed, I guess, between both of us.
Yeah, I mean, Amorim, just because if it continues the way it did from last season, I don't think he's very patient, Ratcliffe. Like he says he wants to save money, but I don't know, because they've spent a fair bit of money, haven't they, so far? And say they were to get Donnarumma and Sesko in, that's another quite big check that they'll be putting out. And I think if they're not in the top half near the European places, unless you can see a change in style and can see an actual sort of blueprint of what they're doing, I don't know if he's got the patience for it.
I think it could also be performances more than anything else. Like if you can, as you say, see something on the pitch, results might not be coming, but for the last few years, United have got results where their performances have been absolutely dross. If they start playing better, start playing well, results might not come straight away, but you can see that they'll be developing into something, towards something. But I remember the first game of the year last year, they played Fulham, first game of the season on Friday night. I watched them and they won 1-0, and you've got people, oh yeah, it's a great win, it's a good win, can they build on from this? You saw in that game that it was exactly the same.
Hadn't changed it.
And you knew what was coming for the rest of the year.
What's the lad's name? The Dutch lad, isn't he? That scored. Is he Dutch?
Xerxes.
He is Dutch, isn't he?
Yeah, he is Dutch, yeah.
Yeah, and even then it wasn't... Because he was a new signing last summer, wasn't he?
Yeah.
As a striker. And it's like, oh yeah, our striker scored. It's just like, did he see the goal?
Yeah. I actually think he's a decent player, though, Xerxes. He's just not an outright number 9. Ask United fans. They watch him more often.
Yeah, and they thought Højlund was a decent player when he first signed.
With Xerxes, you can see a little bit of technical ability. Højlund just tries to bully people and then gets bullied himself. Is just the things from what I've seen.
Fair enough.
Yeah. We'll see, though. It will be interesting, also because with United, naturally, they always get more scrutiny than everybody else. So if they're struggling, you know that the media are just going to start raising those questions.
Yeah. I mean, you've got Potter, haven't you? And it's the same with him, really. Like, if results aren't going too well, the board aren't historically that patient.
Well, also because I think they'll be going so poorly to the point that they're going to be in a relegation fight. So, yeah, controversial. West Ham.
That's TCF Sport!
Yeah, Hertzler as well, that you've got as a no. To be fair, I denied on that one. I was a bit unsure.
I was trying to look at ones that would be like a bit of a shock, and I think if Hertzler was to go, it'd probably be a little bit of a shock. But he could get a touch of second season syndrome. Who knows? Well, it's strange with the striker, isn't it? Ferguson gone to Roma.
Yeah, and again, only pre-season, but he's already bagged 5 or 6 goals in 2 games. He scored 4 in one, I think 2 in another.
It's just strange, is it? Really?
But a few seasons ago, at the start of the season, I think he scored a hat-trick against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Because he was always...
Season before last now.
Yeah, so he's still only young, don't get me wrong, but first coming onto the scene...
Did he go on loan to West Ham as well?
Yeah.
Second half of last season.
But he didn't...
Nothing came to fruition,
do any of it. I don't think West Ham fans were overly enamoured of him. But when he, again, came through at Brighton, I think we talked about him potentially coming to Arsenal because he was a decent player, or looking at him, because he was very physical, he was quick for how young he was too. Yeah, people talking about him like £100 million forward, and then just never really materialised. But We'll see what happens overseas. Yeah. Yeah, with Brighton as well, I think you hit the nail on the head last year in that some weeks or over multiple weeks, they'd be very, very good. And then other weeks, again, over multiple weeks, they wouldn't be able to win a game. So it was like that Gattuso meme. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe... Yeah.
In the magazine, it was quite good. There was a comment. It was like, they're the sort of team that could turn up and win 7-0 or lose 7-0 like they did at Forest. So, yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. See how if they can be a bit more consistent or over the course of the season this year. Lastly...
Just don't have a clash of heads because he'll be calling for a penalty every 5 minutes.
That's right, João Pedro's not there anymore. Be interesting to see how he reacts to João Pedro at Chelsea if ever he does anything like that when he's playing Brighton. Individual predictions to finish off. So, range of categories. Give me who you think will be up there. Top goal scorer. Who you gone with?
So I've put Isaac if he moves to Liverpool. If he doesn't, I've put the robot. Erling.
This is funny. You don't think Isaac will be up there even if he stays at Newcastle?
Oh, he could still be up there, but it depends if he gets the service. But he also, because he'll be sulking, if he gets a bit of a strain, is he going to push through it? Probably not.
Depends how they integrate him back into the squad in that sense as well.
It's great, isn't it, when you can go to work, sulk on £100 a week.
It's like that whole... So in the previous episode, I was talking about players forcing through a move. So force through a move, they don't turn up to training. It's like, but is that not your workplace?
Yeah.
If I didn't, like... Well, I'm trying to force through a move to a new employer. I don't go to the office.
I mean, their contracts are vast, aren't they? So there must be like some sort of disciplinary, like they get, you hear about fined a week's wages or whatever. But then you fine them a week's wages, you put their back up more, and it needs to grow up. You're just playing football, boys.
I can't believe we didn't talk about the king of trying to force through moves, Peter Odemwingie. I'm expecting Whistler to turn up to St James's Park.
Harry Redknapp's driving out. Peter, what are you doing here, mate? It's not going. It's not happening.
Back when transfers were good. Funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame they stopped the fans. Someone bought a purple dildo.
I think that was outside Everton, wasn't it? Because you got the guy speaking outside Everton's training ground, and you got all these Everton fans, but someone whacked him in the face.
Yeah.
Funny.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah. I agree on Haaland. I think he'll be top goal scorer. Just go with him every season because if Salah doesn't repeat the season that he had, then Haaland will be up there. Top playmaker, most assists. Are you gone with?
Oh, was that what you mean by top playmaker?
Yeah.
Oh,
most assists.
Oh, so I did go for Odegaard because I thought he meant like running the team and all that sort of thing. Okay, well, I'll change that and go with Salah for assists. Salah again for the assists.
Yeah. Well, he got 18 last year. It's interesting that nobody's been able to break Henry's record of 20. De Bruyne got it a few seasons ago, but Salah was on 17 with about 10-15 games left, I think.
It is interesting. Did they also used to give assists for getting fouled in the box for penalties then as well?
I think that only counts in the FBL. That's what an assist counts as. But back in the day, assist has always been if you directly pass to somebody and they put the ball in the back of the net, that's an assist.
Yeah, but I mean, because some of the assists, like the one Busquets got for Messi...
That is the best assist ever.
Centre. To the right, back to centre.
I did find it quite funny talking of that assist. Someone had put together a compilation of top 5 assists in football ever. They put that at number 2 just for banter. It was quite funny just watching it again. It was good. Whoever did that, good joke.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
If they're ever watching or listening to this, they're going, it wasn't a joke.
So Salah, you've gone.
I'll go for Salah. I'll change from Odegaard because I misunderstood what you meant.
No worries, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to go with Saka just because full season he still got 10 assists last year. I think he was second, 10 or 12, whatever he got.
Depends if we can still score from corners though, because 9 of those were from corners, weren't they?
Oh, only 4.
4?
Give him more credit. Yeah. He just puts good balls into the box anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
Golden Glove. Who you gone with?
I went with who you went with, really.
Not Onana, as you got written down.
I wrote Onana, yeah. But no, it won't be him.
Raya.
Yeah, Raya.
Won it for the last 2 seasons.
Especially if Arsenal keep playing the way they are trying to play. Liverpool don't care about conceding. They'll just score more than you.
No.
And City, do concede from time to time, don't they?
They might also rotate their goalkeepers, having signed. I know what we said about Trafford, but
Yeah.
even if they still got Ortega,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
rotated them last year. So
Yeah.
to me, it has to be Ra. I don't think, unless you'll be looking at someone like Pickford again, who was up there. Yeah.
Or Ramsdale if he plays at Newcastle.
Or Ramsdale if he plays, or Seltz, who had a good season last year at Forest, but I think they're going to concede too many goals. Player of the season.
I've gone for Semenyo at Bournemouth.
That's a left field shout, quite literally. Any reason why?
I just didn't want to pick someone from the top 3 or the big 6. I just thought give someone else he's starting to be like clued up as their key player. So
stayed this summer amid interest from other clubs.
See how he kicks on. Probably gets hyped up if he does kick on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I have gone with Eze. Now this is whether he's at Palace, whether he's at Arsenal, because the bloke is just quality. And I know he didn't have the first half of the seasons last year. Second half of the season really kicked on, especially in the FA Cup run to the final and then winning it as well. But even from the little bits I've seen from pre-season, again, it's only pre-season, but the bloke just oozes confidence and class at the moment. So he carries that into the new campaign. Going to be absolutely flying.
Fair enough.
Young player of the season.
So from the list you gave to me, I think if they have a good season, which we're saying they will, it will go to Kirkes. Now he's at Liverpool.
Yeah, because I imagine he's going to. I know they've got Robertson still, but
I think he's going to be headed. How much do they spend on him? 50 million?
It's a lot of money.
You don't spend 50 million on a player and then put him on the bench.
How good he was
for the whole season,
year.
I know. But it makes me wonder who's going out of Robertson or Tsimikas.
Yeah, unless it'll be a case, because I think Robertson's only got a year left on his deal, so he might stay for this season, which means Tsimikas has gone on loan, and then Tsimikas comes back in. I don't really know, but one of them will have to go, unless they're going to deploy one at centre half or further up the pitch. Who knows? Kirkes is a very good shout. Lewis Hall on that line, because he was very, very good for Newcastle last year. Adam Wharton as well, who I gave the award to, was a good shout.
What about the right back at Newcastle?
Livramento.
Yeah.
Who City have been interested in.
Yeah, I know. He had a good tournament for the under-21s, apparently.
Yeah, he was very good, because he's a very good player. So he another name.
I forgot he's British. I need to put him on my FPL team, because I'm trying to do mainly British players, aren't you?
Brexit
Steve!
I didn't know you were trying to do that.
I said that to you last season, didn't I? I was like, I might as well just put a load of Brits in. It is very difficult, though, especially with the strikers, because you need a couple of, the big ones, don't you? Like Haaland or Isak.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I forgot about Livramento, because I normally put him in anyway.
It's because Newcastle are normally defensively pretty solid, too.
Yeah.
Iden Heaven is another name that I want to chuck out there, just because United poached him from Arsenal's academy last season now, because he did last pre-season with Arsenal. I know he had a few injury issues after he started playing for United, but he looked decent from the Premier League minutes that he got. So whether he'll get more minutes this season, we shall see.
It's strange how we lose some of our academy kids, isn't it? Because Amari Hutchinson went to Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
You got him. There's another one that went to United as well.
Obi Martin. Chido Obi Martin.
Is that the striker?
Get his name out. Yeah.
The guy that scored 8 goals against Liverpool, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
And you wonder why they can't keep hold of him.
I think it's... To me, if I was in that position as a young player, it's all about routes into the first team. If you're being shown more of a route at Manchester United or at Chelsea, I'm not sure how it works at Chelsea, but it doesn't seem like that would be the case. But especially at United, because they've got a history of bringing through players, you can kind of understand it a little bit. But if that's not being promised to them at Arsenal, I guess that's why they're leaving. Because when you look at the likes of Miles Lewis-Skelly, Saka, Emil Smith-Rowe, Nwaneri, Max Darman, who I'm about to mention in a minute, they're all looking like they have been fast-tracked into the first team or given first-team opportunities. So if you're good enough, you can clearly make it at Arsenal. Maybe those players, Heaven and Hutchinson, weren't given those opportunities.
Yeah, and you don't know what's being said to them, do you? You don't know the conversation that's going on. So as much as fans get annoyed, because they're really good and blah 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 blah, like you say, you don't know what's being told to them.
Yeah, exactly. Going to make their own decisions. But my young player of the season, I don't actually know how many minutes he's going to get. I'm just excited to see him play on the pitch, because from clips that I've seen and what
You're
people are
excited
saying,
to see him, are you?
that sounds very wrong, because I'm
15!
about to, Max Dowman is my young player of the season.
That was my next question: is how much do you think he's actually going to play, or how often is he going to be involved?
We'll find out.
I mean, he won't do Champions League, will he? Especially the away games, will be past his bedtime.
Well, yeah, it's the fact that
Yeah, but I earn more than you, Steve. So
it's just I saw something the other day that because like when Reece Oxford broke into the West Ham squad, he'd finished year 11. I think Ranieri was 15, but in year 11, Max Dowman, a message from his school congratulating him for being in the Arsenal team for pre-season. The bloke has like just finished year 10. I say bloke, the kid has just finished year 10. It's like, what? That is mental. Absolutely mental, isn't it? But,
yeah. Do your homework or you'll get detention. Your life, you'll go nowhere, Max. Sorry, what's that, sir?
Yeah.
How much you earn a year? Oh, buy a wife something nice. It's ridiculous though, isn't it? It is ridiculous.
Another Wolf of Wall Street meme. I call them fun coupons.
Hey fellas, look, I found a year's salary in my pocket. Yeah. Great film.
Last few. Manager of the season. Who have you gone with?
So I went Keith Andrews if he keeps Brentford up. I went Reggie Labrie.
Regis Labrie.
Reggie Yates. Regis Labrie, whatever. If he keeps Sunderland up.
You're going to say the last one as well?
No, because we try to keep it clean.
Mikel Arteta if he keeps David Raya in the effing box. There we go. So definitely not Arteta then.
Yeah.
And out of those two, because you've got Sunderland staying up, I guess you'll give it to Regis Labrie.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
But again, we could have Bournemouth finish in the European places like Forest did, so you'd get a shout out for Areola again. You know.
Or Arsenal finally win
you
the
might have
league.
Nuno smacking out the owner when he storms onto the pitch, so he'd get it for that. I don't condone violence. It's a joke.
Nuno can't do that because then we'd never see Nuno again. Glasner is my pick.
No, that's why I'd sign Traore for Forest.
Protect me!
No, just stand next to him. And then the owner would be doing the Morgan Gibbs White interview. I'm very sorry, Nuno. Do what you want. You've gone for who, sorry?
Glasner. All in
because you think Palace are gonna. You've given Palace a kiss of death. His fault. All right, his fault.
Even though
I hope you're right, but if he's not, his fault.
I might change it if they do end up playing Europa League football. I mean, the verdict will come out.
Does that not change if they play Conference League football then?
Well, they could. The strength of the Conference League, they could probably completely rotate the squad. It might change the further they get into that competition, but Europa League is just a harder and higher level.
The team that won the Conference League last season needed £1 billion to win it, so...
I'll chuck all your eggs in the Premier League basket, Palace.
Yeah.
I'm all in on you.
And try and retain your FA Cup.
Yeah. That'd be a very successful season.
It'd be very difficult, because now you're a scalp as well in the FA Cup.
Everyone wants to beat the holders.
Yeah.
Biggest flop?
I have put Gyökeres or João Pedro.
It's funny because when we last recorded, or one of the previous episodes...
What, a couple of hours ago?
No, a couple of weeks ago, genuinely. We were talking about João Pedro. And we said that what Chelsea paid for him was a lot of money. After that, I know it was only 2 games, but he did what he did in the semi-final of the Club World Cup. I think it was semis, it wasn't quarters. Either way,
There was one good little dink finish, wasn't there?
That was in the final, but in the semi-final... It was semi-final against
He scored 2, didn't he?
He scored
from outside
2
the box.
Peaches, yeah. Now, again, I know it's only 2 games, but...
Yeah, you got to do it consistently, don't you?
I know.
That can be coached out of him, don't worry about that.
Well, it's also, if he's going to be playing centre-forward, does that mean Delap's not going to play? Because that's who I've gone for with my flop of the season, because I'm not sure how many minutes he's going to get now.
So you're going to put Delap as a flop because he's not going to get many minutes?
Well, if he does, I don't think he's going to perform as well. That's why I've also...
Here's another British one I can put in my team, though. Should be on the cheap.
Should be on the cheap.
Should be on the cheap, yeah.
Should be on the cheap. Yeah.
Because this is season predictions, and we've given you our FPL league code.
Yeah.
And there it is now.
Look at that.
That's the other one.
Timing.
That's not. That's the main one.
That's the main one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, do you see how much Chelsea want for Nicholas Jackson? Just to sidetrack it slightly. Have you seen what they're asking for him? £80 million. I know. It's like, get what?
Who do they think? What?
Unless that means
Do they think they're buying a Brighton player or something?
like they signed him for 32 or 40, whatever it was, a few years ago. You're not going to get anything over that.
Well, because they're trying to recruit money, aren't they? Because what's he on? 7-8 year contracts? They're all on long contracts, aren't
Well,
they?
it was a 7-year contract when they first signed him, and then they signed another 2-year extension. So I think he's got 8 years left on his deal. I know.
Right. Okay. Have you seen who he's been linked with though?
I've seen Villa and United.
Yeah, Man
Well,
United.
United have prioritised Šeško now,
Yeah.
and if not, they'd go for Watkins. So he wouldn't be going there.
Yeah, no, I mean that would be. I saw our clip the other day of saying how he's expecting to kick on more and all that sort of thing, but he was showing signs. But I still think if he goes to United, like I still don't think he's not kicking him on much more.
No.
Yeah, it's 80 million.
Honestly, that just smacks of you don't really want to sell him, or you'd actually happily take 50 or 60.
Yeah.
You're just trying to drive price up any way you can.
Yeah, when you sell your house, like this is the asking price, but we know we're going to sell for a bit less than that.
Yeah. Most improved?
I didn't know who to put for this, honestly. I couldn't. I didn't put a player, so I put Spurs.
No, that's fair enough. Bearing in mind where they were last season, I think
Yeah.
Thomas Frank is a good appointment, and he'll do all right there. And in line with that, I picked a player, but I've gone with Kudus just because
He's gone to Spurs.
he's gone to Spurs. I think he's a good player, and he'll get more minutes. I know he got minutes at West Ham. Don't get me wrong, but with better players around him, I think he'll finally deliver on some of the promise that he showed in his first season at West Ham. Overachievers?
I put Man United if they get in the top half of the table.
You've got him in the top half of the table, so yeah, I guess that's why you've gone with him.
Well, it can't be as bad as last season. So, I mean, they shouldn't be finishing bottom half, should they? Table.
Not when you've only got the Premier League to focus on.
No.
Because that was the excuse come the end of the season that they're throwing the league because they're concentrating on the Europa League.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I've gone Brentford because I think they will stay up, and if they do, that is therefore a huge achievement with the summer that we've had so far.
Yeah. All the changes, loads of changes, and not really all of their doing either. Really, like people come in for your big players. Like we said on the last podcast a couple of hours ago. Your two top players, well, one of them's definitely gone, and your manager as well. That is huge. That is huge turmoil.
I think we said it on this episode.
We said it on this
A couple
episode
of
as
hours
well.
ago. Yeah.
A couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't the last episode? A few hours before that. Oh, you've changed. Is it to make it look like we're doing a new episode?
What? No. Speak for yourself.
Oh yeah. Still the green shorts though.
And yeah.
Same tattoos as well. Didn't change that.
Finally, to wrap up, last category, underachievers.
I put Arsenal or City if they don't win anything.
Who do you think's more likely to win something out of those two clubs?
City.
Do you think Arsenal will actually win anything this season?
I don't want to comment on Arsenal because I come across as quite an anti-Arsenal fan. Slating the club for their class. But I don't. Because I also don't want to tempt fate. Like you've got Arsenal first. I don't want to tempt fate. I don't want to. I told you, it's the hope that kills you. I'm not beginning to believe anymore.
Yeah. I don't have any hope because I only put Arsenal first because you went with Liverpool first.
Just
I actually think Liverpool are going to win the league.
I'm properly wired back into the Matrix going, this is great.
Oh, funny.
I see Mr. Smith and I go, I'm going to walk away.
Please. Please. How long is it going to go on for?
He can't keep getting away with this.
That's where we should have put Mick McCarthy. It can't go on like this. It can't get worse, can it?
It can. What a way to speak to the reporters, wasn't it? Brilliant. It can't go on like this, can it, Mick? It can.
But he's the focus of a few memes as well, because when he was Wolves manager, there's two. It's the, what's happened? Out of nowhere. And then it's the Valentine's Day one where he just looks at the camera.
The smouldering, you mean? Yeah.
Chelsea as my underachievers, and that's
okay.
the last one.
From Club World Cup champions to underachievers?
Yeah, I mean, I've got them fourth, but I don't think they'll be near winning the league, which is why I think that should be the aim for them after winning the Club World Cup and all the money that they've spent. I don't necessarily put that down to Maresca for the amount of money that they've spent. They've got to be up there challenging.
Should be challenging, yeah, you're right. I heard a Chelsea fan today say, we've got bragging rights for the next 4 years. And I was thinking about it, it's like, because you won the Club World Cup. I was like, if you say so.
Well, they're going to sing Champions of the World. You'll never sing that to...
Oh my God, do you remember they first won the Champions League?
What do you think Tottenham
Every
fans...
10 minutes.
What do you think Tottenham fans are going to sing to us this
season?
Season?
Yeah, but again, we don't care because you live in our head rent free.
No.
We won a league. We won a league twice at your place. More times than you have. Twice! Yeah. It's been a while since we've done that. Yeah. Our regular viewer / listeners like, when is it going to come? When's it going to come?
Has there been a Family Guy reference this episode? I don't think there has.
I'm not sure.
A few Wolf of Wall Street ones.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, and that's how
it'll be like the old AFTV thing. Oh, the Bloods had it this week. Twice! Yes, they've done it!
Oh, mate. That was so good. I forgot about that. Bloods against the Fams.
I've never seen it. You're on the tell me about it.
No.
That was the league codes, by the way.
Yeah, while you're at it. Oh, yeah, when it was troops still living in England, I think Wenger was still in charge. Every week, that was the only reason why I clicked on his videos, just to see Bloods, 46, Fams, 59. The Fams have taken it this week. It's so good. So good.
I think the best one was when it was like, my mum's Wenger in. Is she mad? What is she drinking in that tea? Yes. Anyway, enough of that channel.
On that note, I guess it's time to end. So, last thing I will say, for anyone that's made it this far, our single listener, as you point out, the FPL code, or the main FPL code, KVQM9Z, to join the main FPL league. I'll be sharing the Super 6 ones and the head-to-head FPL leagues on different clips.
Definitely get involved with the head-to-head one. I think it'll be interesting.
Oh, we've never done it before. I don't know if you've ever done it before.
That's why I opened up the league for it, because I just thought it'd be interesting.
Well, I'll share them all, and it's a single clip and multiple clips.
And keep your eye out for new clips coming for those, yeah.
We'll
do some new clips for those as well.
It's good because when we did the TCS Sport FPL League a couple of seasons ago, when we weren't recording like this, I didn't do any clips about it. I think we still got a good 50 people join, didn't we, when I put it out on social media?
Potentially,
so It was all right, yeah. And this year, if doing the clips gives it more reach, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, anyone.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share.
Perfect timing. Look at that. Perfect timing. So, on that note, you shall hear us and see us on the next one when we record, actually in a couple of weeks.
In the next 10 minutes.
Call it there. I think this last 2 minutes is just going to be robots, the way I'm going to edit it. But
that screen is going to be flickering.
We have absolutely lost it.
Brilliant. Good fun.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, joining along. Thank you always for joining.
Thank you for creating. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. Another season. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Fabrizio.
Fabrizio.